In this video, we'll be going over the 5 hottest NVIDIA news stories of the week. NVIDIA's CEO makes bold predictions, cloud gaming gets an upgrade, a European company scores cutting-edge hardware, NVIDIA revamps a key component, and shareholders give their stamp of approval. First up, NVIDIA's annual shareholder meeting brought some eye-opening insights from CEO Jensen Huang. The tech visionary didn't hold back, forecasting a staggering $50 trillion opportunity in AI-driven heavy industries. That's not just a big number, folks. We're talking about half the world's economy potentially benefiting from AI automation. Huang's confidence in NVIDIA's position is palpable, emphasizing their lowest cost of ownership among AI accelerator manufacturers. But here's where it gets really interesting. Huang boldly claimed that their upcoming Blackwell GPU will be the most successful product in their history and for the entire history of computers. Now that's a statement that made me raise an eyebrow. We're talking about surpassing legendary products like Windows 95 and the iPhone. The meeting also shed light on NVIDIA's strategy to maintain its market dominance. While some might worry about increasing competition, Huang seems unfazed. He points to NVIDIA's decade-long focus on deep learning and their expertise in building end-to-end AI computing systems. But here's my take. While NVIDIA's lead is substantial, the real game is the overall growth of the AI market. I'm keeping a close eye on cloud spending trends, as any hiccups there could be more impactful than direct competition. Now, let's switch gears to some exciting news for gamers and cloud enthusiasts. GeForce NOW, NVIDIA's cloud gaming platform, is rolling out some exciting updates this week. The headline grabber? Resident Evil Village is joining the cloud lineup. As a fan of survival horror, I'm stoked to see this critically acclaimed title making its way to GeForce NOW. But it's not just about adding new games. NVIDIA is also beefing up the visual quality for its Ultimate members. The latest app update, version 2.64, introduces support for 10-bit color precision. Now, I know that might sound like tech jargon, but trust me, it's a big deal for image quality. This enhancement is particularly noticeable in scenes with detailed color transitions. Think vibrant skies or moody, dimly lit interiors. It's available for Ultimate members streaming on Windows, macOS, and NVIDIA Shield TV. The update also brings new ways for members to curate their in-app game libraries. It's these kinds of quality-of-life improvements that keep platforms like GeForce NOW competitive in the increasingly crowded cloud gaming space. Moving on to our third story, we've got some exciting news from across the pond. Northern Data Group, a European high-performance computing provider, has become the first company in Europe to acquire NVIDIA's cutting-edge H200 GPUs. This is a big deal, folks. The H200 is currently the most powerful GPU on the market, and Northern Data Group is positioning itself at the forefront of AI and HPC technology in Europe. The company plans to deploy these beastly GPUs through its Taiga Cloud platform in Q4 2024. We're talking about a full island of over 2,000 NVIDIA H200 GPUs, delivering a mind-boggling 32 petaflops of performance. To put that in perspective, that's enough computing power to simulate complex climate models or train massive AI systems. What really caught my attention is Northern Data Group's commitment to sustainability. These power-hungry GPUs will be housed in one of their European data centers, powered entirely by carbon-free, renewable energy. They're even boasting a power usage effectiveness ratio of less than 1.2, which is impressively efficient for such high-performance hardware. This move isn't just about raw computing power, though. It's a strategic play to cement Northern Data Group's position as Europe's largest dedicated generative AI cloud service provider. Now, let's geek out a bit with our fourth story. NVIDIA has made a significant change to its HGX B200 board, and it's all about the NVLink switch chips. For those not in the know, these are the components that allow multiple GPUs to communicate at blazing fast speeds. The previous generation, HGX H100, had 4 NVLink switch chips at one end of the board. But with the B200, NVIDIA has reduced the number to 2 and moved them to the center of the board. Why does this matter, you ask? Well, it's all about efficiency and performance. By repositioning these chips, NVIDIA has likely reduced trace lengths, which means faster signaling between components. It's a seemingly small change that could have big implications for overall system performance. What's particularly intriguing is that NVIDIA is being somewhat coy about these changes. When asked to confirm the details, their response was, "We haven't disclosed the positioning of the chips, but we did go from 4 chips to 2. They also corrected the terminology, noting that these are now called NV-Link switch chips rather than NV switches. Lastly, we've got news from NVIDIA's 2024 Annual Meeting of Stockholders. The company's shareholders have given their stamp of approval to several key proposals. All 12 director nominees were elected to the board, including CEO Jensen Huang. The shareholders also gave an advisory approval to the executive compensation package and ratified PricewaterhouseCoopers as the company's independent registered accounting firm for the fiscal year ending January 26, 2025. But here's where it gets interesting. The shareholders approved a proposal to replace supermajority voting provisions with a simple majority voting standard in the company's charter and bylaws. Now, I know corporate governance might not sound like the most thrilling topic, but this is actually a big deal for shareholder rights. It simplifies the decision-making process and gives shareholders more direct influence over the company's direction. To wrap things up, it's been another exciting week in the world of NVIDIA. From bold predictions about AI's economic impact to cutting-edge hardware deployments and corporate governance changes, the company continues to be at the forefront of technological innovation. As always, it's important to remember that none of this is investment advice. Make sure to do your own research before making any financial decisions. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these stories. Which one did you find most interesting? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you enjoyed this roundup of NVIDIA news, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tech and AI updates. Until next time, keep your eyes on the future and your investments diversified.